Hello, Allerseits. This is your boy, Mike Jax, aka German Chocolate. I got so many nicknames I go by, I can't even keep up no more. So I want to talk today about my early outlook with Germany in the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and also some previous World Cups and how we came from previous World Cups and where we're going now in the direction. So before I get into it though, I got to show off my pride real quick. So I love Germany for obvious reasons because I was born there. I spent some time as a child there, and obviously living over there, being born there, that was a team I grew up on and saw. So I've been a fan ever since, came out of the womb, and I love it. There's a lot of reasons why I love Germany besides me being born there, but yeah, there we go. So I got my Deutschland scarf. You can see it. Got the colors of the flag and the letters. And to top it off, this is a little early stuff. I'm gonna be getting some more gear when the World Cup comes, but I always have my flag. I've been having this flag for a while, so boom, there we go. Gotta have the home team flag. All right, guys, so let's jump into it. So first, let's talk about some of the previous World Cups before I start talking about a lot of my early outlook expectations. So let's go back to 2010. I'm picking that year because we're in the same group with Spain. So if you don't know, Germany's in the same group with Spain, Japan, and the winner of Costa Rica / New Zealand. So ironically, in 2010, Spain won the World Cup. We fell short. We beat some team prior to that, some team called England. I think that's their name. Quick jab to the England fans. I got a lot of friends that's England fans, so I'm gonna show this video, make fun of their team a little bit. And even though y'all beat us recently, yeah, whatever. First time in a long time. So after we beat England in 2010, we advanced and we eventually ended up playing Spain, and then we came up short in that matchup. So Spain went on to win the entire World Cup in 2010. Well, then you fast forward to 2014. That was our year. Germany winning the World Cup in 2014. And might I add, a lot of history was made. We were the first team to win in South American soil, I believe. Not only did we beat Brazil 7-1, we also beat their rival, Argentina, beating two rivals back-to-back in South America. That was a pretty cool feature to do. I think we were the first European team to do that. And that was our first World Cup as a whole united nation for Germany. The previous three, we were West Germany, so we were divided at that time. But then, first time in 2014. I was in Germany in 1990 to witness that World Cup, so that was a pretty cool experience, seeing Germany win, and I was living over there to celebrate at the time. Awesome experience, I'll never forget. So in 2014, we had got out of our group stage. Now, we had some challenges. We ended up playing Ghana, and I remember that game. Ghana was a tough game. I think we draw with them 2-2, and I remember watching that game at a bar, and I was like, man, Ghana was pretty damn tough. And then we struggled a little bit with USA, but we went on to beat them, and we advanced. Then we had some tough matches like Algeria. I think that went to extra time, if I'm not mistaken. And once we passed that, we got off to a slow start, but once we started lingering around, we ended up finishing really strong and did very well. So, obviously you saw that game against Brazil, man. That was a smackdown in Brazil, 7-1. Wow. So we won that year, and then I'm not going to talk about 2018. That was just, ugh. So 2018 was a disaster. We didn't even make it out the group stage. Mexico, South Korea beat us. I mean, that was just horrible. So after that 2018 debacle, we went through some changes. We went through some transitions. We went through some player turnovers, with the roster. And then all of a sudden, we were able to get back on our feet with Hansi Flick coming in and improving the team. So he made some different changes, and it seemed to be paying off. And we seem to be a lot better than we were in the 2018 to 2020 years, being inconsistent, especially when we lost to Spain in 2021 in the UEFA. So now that we're drawn with Spain, fast forward to 2022, I'm going to talk about my early outlook. That's a little bit of the history of Germany since 2010. So now that we're here with 2010 champs and 2014 champs in the same group, this is exciting. I want to play Spain because I want that rematch, like I mentioned a minute ago, from the UEFA. I want to go back and beat them and show the world, like, hey, we're here and we're for real this time. But I don't know. I know Germany and Spain is the premier headline for the group. But for me, it's interesting to see Germany and Japan play, because Japan has a lot of players in the Bundesliga, and they're pretty damn good. But I do think Germany's roster in totality from top to bottom, we have a lot more depth at quality, and I believe we will beat Japan to advance. Now, Japan's been pretty good about advancing out of first round in the last few World Cups and previous World Cups, so we can't take them lightly. I don't know the winner of Costa Rica and New Zealand yet, so I can't really speak on that much. But so far, Japan and Spain are a lock that we're going to play, and I do believe we'll beat Japan. Now, Spain is going to be an interesting matchup because this time we'll have our team a lot more gelled together. I think we're going to do a lot of things different, and we're going to give Spain another look this time. And the fact that we lost to them before in 2021, I think now we kind of know, like, hey, this is what we're up against. Spain does what Spain does, so I don't expect too much changes from them. But, you know, they'll have a little wrinkles here and there. But Germany, on the other hand, it's going to be interesting to see where we're at from April all the way until November. So my outlook right now is kind of hard to say because I feel like majority of the groups are pretty even in as far as talent. And it's like you always have that team or two that exceeds expectations, and then the team that has expectations sometimes doesn't. For example, in 2018, how many people picked Croatia to make it to the finals against France? I know I didn't, but heck, they surpassed expectations beyond. And even though they came up short, they had a hell of a run, and that was pretty impressive. So there's going to be teams like that. You know, in Germany in the past, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we had some struggles with Algeria. You know, we had some struggles with Ghana. And these are teams that are pretty sneaky good. And today, people are playing all over the globe now. You know, you have a lot of players from other countries, continents that are playing in European leagues and vice versa. So the talent is getting more exposure. So a lot of these teams have gotten better. So it's a little too early right now because we're all the way in April. World Cup is not until November. So things can happen. Players can get hurt. You know, roster turnover can happen. But for the most part, we kind of know who's going to be out there for Germany, assuming everybody's healthy. And I do like our chance. We have a mix of mostly young guys, but they're experienced. And then we have some veteran guys, you know, like Thomas Müller, that I always am excited to see. Now, unfortunately, on the Germany roster, I have to admit, they do have a lot of Bayern Munich players. I'm a Borussia Dortmund fan. Hey, BVB. So, but, you know, it is what it is. It's Team Germany in the World Cup, but we do have a lot of our rival players on there. But the good thing is these guys have played together. They have a good, tight-knit, cohesive unit, and I expect them to come out there and play at a high level like they do in the Bundesliga. So with all Germany's talent combined in one, it's going to be interesting to see how we do. I do believe that we'll advance out of the group stage. On paper, Germany and Spain are expected to go, but stranger things will happen in World Cup. But I do expect Germany and Spain to advance because Spain's pretty strong this year. And no knock to Japan, Costa Rica, or New Zealand. You know, they certainly are capable of advancing as well. But I think if I had to pick right now, I definitely would agree with Germany and Spain going out of our group. So let's see what happens. We still got some months to go. I am really not sleeping on Japan, though, because Japan is one of those teams you got to come to play. You know, put that pressure on them early. Don't let them linger around because they can sneak up on you. And they've proven that in previous World Cups. But I do believe that no matter what you've done in the previous World Cup, obviously 2018 was bad for us as far as a Germany fan. But we obviously are not going to repeat that disaster again. We're going to be much better. And I think that we're in the right direction. I think we're going to kind of do similar to a mix of 2010 and 2014, have a slow start and have a stronger finish. How far we go has yet to be seen. I do believe Germany is very capable of winning the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and I'm rooting for my guys. So, auf geht's Deutschland. I hope you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see what we do out here. The matchups across the boards are pretty even, in my opinion, in most groups. Some of the other groups have some interesting matchups as well, where I think there's one group that has all the teams from different federations. So that's always intriguing to watch as well. And then there's some groups that have almost similar groups as 2018. But for Germany, I think we're going to be good to go in advance, and it'll be interesting to see how we do in our group stage and advance. So I hope this video brings a lot of content. All my Germany fans, represent the flag. Put it out there in the comments with the emoji. Team Germany, Team Deutschland, however you want to say it. And let's go. All right, over and out. I can't wait. I'm super excited, and I'm always going to ride for the home team. Let's go.